So, hello, we are making finally another video for you in English after 1 year almost. And I would like to give some more tips of how to remain healthy, which are very important during this time of coronavirus, because people are very much afraid, and this makes actually no sense, especially if you take care of your body, of your immunological system. There is no possibility that you really get sick. So I wrote a few things here about which I would like to talk to you. I made some other videos in Portuguese and in German, where I talked a lot about food, because some people ask me about these things, and then I went into this direction, and I would like to give you this advices or tips. So the first thing I want to talk about is chocolate. Many people say, especially in the media, it's a spread that chocolate helps people to get happy or whatever in this direction, and they say that if you are sad you should eat chocolate, and this is, I don't agree with this. I don't think that this is a good advice. My way of seeing is that if you are sad or if you have a bad mood or whatever in this direction, it is much better that you look at this, that you look at your moods or feelings or whatever. And concerning chocolate, chocolate is very bad for the vocal cords. The first time I had many years ago, my first lesson on singing, the first thing my teacher said, and she's an opera singer, was for me to be, she said exactly like this: okay, Pyari, if you want to be a good singer, the first thing you have to do is to stop eating chocolate. And I love it at that time. Now I don't know anymore if I love it, because I don't eat it anymore since then. And this is about 25 years ago. So, and this is not only for when you want to sing, but if it attacks your vocal cords, it means it's not good for your body. Simple. Okay. The second thing I want to tell you is about drinking coffee. Coffee is a very good thing for people who have blood group A and AB. It's very recommendable. So if you have blood group B or O, this is not so good. It doesn't mean you have to avoid it completely, but for people who have blood group A and AB, is highly beneficial, as is written in the book about blood groups. So we are coffee drinkers. We drink coffee, and the recipe I have to tell you is, we make coffee as the people 2 generations ago, when they start drinking coffee, which was brought to South America by the Arabs. And the way they did it, and the way my mother did it, and my mother was a coffee drinker much more than us. She drank coffee every 2 hours, and she healed us for many small things. I don't remember going to the doctor ever as a child. Later on also, I avoid doctors. That's maybe why I became a natural healer. And so I don't remember my mother taking us to doctors. But I remember that every time I had some complications about my blood pressure going down and me feeling bad and all sorts of other small elements. My mother will come a very dark coffee with no sugar, with no milk, nothing, espresso, and will give to me. I hate it. But she said, drink it, and this is medicine. And I was immediately okay afterwards. So for a long time I didn't drink coffee, many decades I didn't drink coffee, especially when I became macrobiotic. But after I read this book on blood groups, I started drinking. Also before, feeling a little bit guilty about drinking coffee. But after I read this book, I started feeling good about drinking coffee. And of course, I don't drink coffee every 2 hours, but we do drink coffee. And the best thing that coffee does for your body is that the coffee produces a kind of hormone, which is insulin, that helps with digestion. That's why people drink coffee even before eating and after eating. I drink coffee even for sleeping sometimes, because it cools my nervous system also, although people say, if I drink coffee, I cannot sleep. So maybe they drink another kind of coffee. We drink bio coffee, which is produced by cooperatives in Central America and in Africa, and we cook the water. That's how we do it. We cook the water, and then we put not so much, we don't drink strong coffee, and then we put the powder. And before this is what I wanted to say, we put a little bit of salt, because the salt helps to preserve the stomach membranes, which could be and can be attacked by the acid components of coffee. And so if we put a little bit of salt in the water, then your stomach is protected. And so we put a little bit of salt before bringing the water to cook. We cook the water, and when the water is boiling, we throw the powder and take it out. So we mix and put in this coffee can and push the coffee powder down, and then we drink coffee. I drink normally with cream, bio, and Avinash with a little bit of milk, and I sweeten the coffee with honey, bio honey, also acacian honey. That's what I use. And when I get some guilty feelings about drinking coffee and I want to stop, we can say, coffee makes you not so addicted to it, and you feel bad if you don't drink it. This is not really so, because sometimes I drink only 2 cups of coffee and it's okay. But sometimes the body really asks for it and feels really good with it. So this was about the salt in coffee and how we cook coffee.